sucking the life out of you, and they're laughing while they do it.
Narcissists, those self-obsessed, soul-draining leeches, are playing like a cheap fiddle, and you're letting them run the show. You feel it, don't you? That cold, slimy grip they got on your soul, making you feel small, worthless, invisible, while they shine like the sun at your expense. Stay tuned. I'm spilling the dark, twisted strategies to outsmart these bloodsuckers, the kind of secrets they don't want you to know, so you can turn the tables, make them choke on their own ego, and walk away with your power intact. Sick of being their punching bag, aren't you? You're at a bar, and that one friend hogs the spotlight, tearing you down to feel big, while everyone laughs at their jokes. You're at work, and your co-worker takes credit for your ideas, leaving you shrinking the corner, wondering why you even bother. They love that. Your pain is their fuel. Your silence is their victory. I'm about to show you how to spot these snakes, beat them at their own game, protect yourself for good, and make them regret ever crossing you. This is a deep dive, a full-on war plan to take your life back. Let's burn their playbook and write your own. Let's start by knowing exactly who you're dealing with, because narcissists don't wear a sign that says, "I'm a self-obsessed jerk," but they leave a trail of slime a mile wide if you know where to look. These people are the ones who can't stop talking about themselves, who turn every single conversation into a stage for their greatness. You're at a bar, trying to share a story about your rough day, and they cut you off with, "Oh, that's nothing. Let me tell you about my weekend. It was insane." They don't care about you. They care about the spotlight, and they'll shove you into the shadows to get it. They're the ones who fish for compliments like it's their full-time job, always needing praise, validation, attention, like it's oxygen. You compliment their outfit, and they'll say, "Oh, this old thing? I get that a lot." Fishing for more? They'll charm you at first. Oh, they're good at that, making you feel special, like you're the only one in the room who matters. You're at a party, and they're all smiles, telling you how amazing you are, how they've never met anyone like you. Feels good, doesn't it? But the second you stop clapping for them, stop feeding their ego, they turn cold, cruel, cutting. They'll gaslight you, make you question your own reality. You call them out for flaking on plans, and they'll say, "You're too sensitive. I never said that. You must have misunderstood." They'll tear you down to build themselves up, like that co-worker who jokes about your work in front of the boss, saying, "Oh, you're still working on that? I finished mine in half the time," then laughs like it's all in good fun. It's not fun, it's a knife, and they're twisting it. They thrive on your pain, your doubt, your silence. They're not just selfish. They're predators, and they've been hunting you your whole life. But let's get deeper, because spotting them isn't just about their behavior. It's about how they make you feel. You ever walk away from someone feeling drained, small, like you're not enough? That's their signature. You're at a bar, hanging out with this friend, and by the end of the night, you feel like crap, like you're boring, like you don't matter. That's not an accident. They need you to feel small, so they can feel big. They'll compare you to others, make you feel like you're always falling short. That co-worker who brags about how the boss loves their ideas, then looks at you with a smirk and says, "Maybe you should step up your game." That's not advice, that's a power play. They'll make you feel like you're a problem, like you're too sensitive, too dramatic, too much. You confront them about something they did, like how they took credit for your work, and they'll turn it around. "You're overreacting. I was just helping the team." Helping the team? My ass. They were helping themselves, and they'll keep doing it as long as you let them. They're not just annoying, they're dangerous, and they've been draining you dry for years. You're starting to see them now, aren't you? The ones who've been lurking in your life, feeding off your light. If this is hitting you hard, stick with me. Hit that sub button right now. We're just getting started. Let's take this even further, because narcissists don't just show up in one type. They come in flavors, and you need to know them all. There's the grandiose narcissist, the loud, flashy one who's always the center of attention. They're the friend at the bar who's telling stories louder than everyone else, making sure every eye is on them, even if it means talking over you. Then there's the covert narcissist, the sneaky one, the one who plays a victim to get sympathy. They're the co-worker who's always complaining. Nobody appreciates me. So you feel bad and give them the attention they crave. And then there's a malignant narcissist, the worst of the bunch, the ones who don't just want attention, they want to destroy you. They're the ones who will spread rumors, sabotage your work, ruin your life just to feel powerful. You probably met all three, haven't you? That friend who always needs to be the star, that co-worker who's always the victim, that family member who's always out to get you. They're all playing the same game, just with different masks. And the worst part? They've been doing it so long, you didn't even see it until now. Now, let's dig into their game, because narcissists don't just hurt you, they play you, and they've got a whole playbook to do it. They use something called narcissistic supply. They feed off your attention, your admiration, your fear, your pain. You're their mirror, and they need you to reflect how great they are, how perfect, how untouchable. That's why they'll love bomb you at first, showering you with flattery, gifts, attention, until you're hooked. You're at a bar, and they're buying you drinks, telling you you're the best thing since sliced bread. Feels good, right? They'll text you nonstop, make you feel like you're their whole world. But it's a trap. The second you stop feeding their ego, stop giving them the attention they crave, they flip the script. They'll devalue you, make you feel like nothing. They'll say, I thought you were different, or you're so boring now, just to watch you scramble to win them back. They want you desperate, begging for their approval, because that's their fuel. They'll triangulate too, pitting you against others to keep you insecure, to keep you fighting for their attention. That co-worker who brags about how the boss loved them more than you, saying, oh, the boss said I'm the best hire they made in years. That's triangulation, and it's meant to make you feel small, to make you compete for their approval. They'll never take accountability, ever. You confront them and they'll twist it, blame you, make you feel like the crazy one. You say, you hurt me when you took credit for my work, and they'll say, you're so paranoid. I was just trying to help. Help my ass. They were helping themselves to your shine. Let's go deeper into their tactics, because understanding their game is the first step to beating them. They'll use something called DARVO, deny, attack, reverse victim, and offender. You call them out for something, like how they flaked on plans for the third time, and they'll deny it. I never agreed to that. Then they'll attack. You're always so needy it's exhausting. Then they'll reverse it, playing the victim. I can't believe you're attacking me like this. I'm the one who's been trying so hard. Suddenly, you're the bad guy, apologizing to them. They'll also use projection, accusing you of what they're doing. They're the ones lying, but they'll call you a liar. They're the ones cheating, but they'll say you're untrustworthy. It's a mind game, and they're masters at it. They'll keep you off balance, always second-guessing yourself, always wondering if you're a problem. You're at a bar, and they're flirting with someone else right in front of you, but when you call them out, they say, you're so insecure, you need to work on yourself. They'll make you feel like you're going crazy, like you can't trust your own eyes, your own gut. But your gut's not wrong. They are. Let's take a step back and look at why they do this. Because it's not random, it's wired into who they are. Narcissists have a deep, gaping hole where their self-worth should be. They look confident. They act like they're untouchable, but inside, they're empty, fragile, terrified of being exposed. That's why they need your attention, your admiration, your pain. It fills the void, even if just for a moment. That's why they can't handle criticism. Why they lash out when you don't clap for them. You point out a flaw, even something small like, hey, you were late again, and they'll explode. How dare you? I'm always on time. You're the one who's always late. They can't face their own flaws, so they project them onto you. They can't feel good about themselves, so they tear you down to feel better. It's pathetic, isn't it? They're not gods, they're broken, and they're taken out on you. But here's the thing. You don't have to be their punching bag anymore. You don't have to fill their void, feed their ego, take their crap. You're done being their supply, aren't you? Done letting them feed off your soul. So how do you outsmart these snakes? Let's get to the strategies, because you're not here to play their victim anymore. You're here to play their nightmare. First, gray rock them. Become the most boring, unresponsive rock they've ever met. Narcissists thrive on drama, on your reactions, on your pain. So don't give them any. They're tearing you down at a bar, saying you're no fun, you're a buzzkill. Don't argue, don't cry, don't even blink, just shrug and say, cool, I'm heading out. Walk away like they're nothing, because to you, they are. They'll lose their minds when they can't get a rise out of you. They need your reaction to feel alive. And you're starving them out. Let's break this down with a real example. Say you're at work, and your narcissistic coworker is trying to bait you into a fight. They say, your presentation was a mess. I had to fix it for you. Normally, you get defensive. Try explain yourself. Maybe even snap back. Don't. Just look at them, nod, and say, thanks for the feedback. Then go back to your work. They'll be fuming. They wanted a fight. They wanted your anger, your tears, and you gave them nothing. That's gray rocking, and it's a dagger to their ego. Second, set iron boundaries and stick to them like your life depends on it. Because it does. Narcissists don't respect boundaries. They see them as a challenge, a game to break you down. But you're not playing. They ask you for a favor, like covering their shift at work after they've screwed you over. Say, no, I'm busy, and don't explain. They don't deserve your reasons, your excuses, your energy. They'll push, they'll guilt, they'll rage. Let them. You're at a bar, and they're begging you to stay for another round, saying, come on, don't be like that. Say, no, I'm done, and walk out. Don't look back. Don't waver. Don't let their tantrum pull you in. Boundaries aren't just words, they're walls, and you're building them with steel. Let's take this further. Say you've got a narcissistic family member who's always demanding your time, your money, your attention. They call you up saying, I need you to help me move this weekend. You owe me. You don't owe them a damn thing. Say, no, I can't, and hang up. They'll call back, they'll text, they'll guilt trip. You're so selfish. After all I've done for you. Let them scream into the void. Your boundary isn't up for debate, and they'll learn that the hard way. Third, don't take their bait, because narcissists are masters of provocation, and they'll do anything to get reaction. They'll try to pick fights, make you look like the bad guy, drag you into their drama. That coworker who jokes about your work in front of the boss, saying, you're always so slow. Maybe you're not cut out for this. That's bait. They want you to snap, to argue, to make a scene so they can play the victim. Don't give them the satisfaction. Just smile, say, interesting take, and walk away. They'll hate it. They need your reaction to feel alive, to feel powerful. Let's put this in a real-life scenario. You're at a family gathering, and your narcissistic sibling starts digging at you in front of everyone. You're still single? Guess you're just too picky. Normally, you get defensive, maybe fire back, and suddenly you're the one who looks petty while they play the martyr. Don't fall for it. Look at them, smirk, and say, guess so. Then change the subject. Hey, who's got the mashed potatoes? They'll be seething. They wanted a fight, and you gave them nothing. That's how you win, by not playing. Fourth, document everything. Because narcissists are liars, and they'll rewrite history to make themselves the hero and you the villain. They'll gaslight you, make you question your own memory, your own reality. You need proof to protect yourself. If they're at work, keep emails, texts, screenshots of your contributions. They take credit for your project. You got the email chain showing you did the work. Forward to the boss with polite, just wanted to clarify my role in this. If they're in your personal life, write down what they say when they say it, so when they twist it, you got the receipts. Say you're dealing with a narcissistic friend who's always borrowing money and never paying it back. They say, I paid you back last month. You're so forgetful, but you got a note in your phone. Lent them $50 on June 10th, no repayment. Show it to them, say, here's the record. Where's my money? They'll squirm, they'll rage, they'll try to flip it. But you got the truth and they can't escape it. They'll try to break you. Oh, they'll rage, they'll smear you, they'll play the victim. But you're done playing their game, aren't you? Done letting them control the board. Drop a screw them in the comments if you're ready to outsmart these leeches. I've got more to spill. Now let's talk about protecting yourself long term, because outsmarting them once is enough. You got to keep them out for good or they'll slither back in. First, go no contact if you can. Cut them off like the cancer they are. They're a friend who only calls to brag or belittle you. Block their number, delete their texts, unfollow them on every platform, and walk away. They're at work and you can't fully escape? Minimize contact. Keep it professional, short, and cold. Don't give them an inch. They'll take a mile. Let's break this down with an example. Say you've got a narcissistic ex who keeps texting you, saying, "I miss you, let's talk." They don't miss you. They miss controlling you. Don't respond. Don't engage, block them, and move on. They'll try to find a way back in, maybe through mutual friends, maybe by showing up at your favorite bar. Don't let them. Tell your friends, "I don't want to hear about them," and find new spots to hang out. No contact means no contact. Zero cracks for them to crawl through. Second, build your self-worth, because narcissists prey on your insecurities. They can smell self-doubt from a mile away, and they'll use it to hook you. Start small. Write down 3 things you're proud of every day. You nailed a project at work. You stood up for yourself at a bar. You survived their bullshit. That's power, and it's yours. Let's take this further. So you've always felt like you're not good enough because this narcissistic coworker keeps putting you down, saying, "You're lucky to even have this job." That's their poison, not your truth. Counter it by reminding yourself of your wins. You got that job because you're damn good at what you do. Write it down. "I landed this job on my own merit." You stayed late to finish a project they tried to sabotage. Write it down. "I'm a hard worker and I don't quit." You walked away from their drama without breaking. Write it down. "I'm stronger than they'll ever be." Keep that list. Read it every day. Let it sink in. You're not who they say you are. You're who you say you are. They'll try to tear you down. Oh, they'll dig at every insecurity they can find. But you're done letting them define you, aren't you? Third, surround yourself with real people, not leeches. Because narcissists isolate you, make you feel like they're the only ones who get you, but that's a lie. Find friends who lift you up, who don't need you to shrink for them to shine. They're out there, and they'll remind you what you're worth. Let's put this in a real scenario. You just cut off a narcissistic friend who's been draining you for years. They always made you feel like you were lucky to have them, like you'd be nothing without them. Now you're feeling alone, like maybe they were right. They weren't. Reach out to that old friend you've been meaning to reconnect with, the one who always made you laugh, who always had your back. Text them, say, "Hey, it's been a while, want to grab a coffee?" Or join a group, maybe a book club, a hiking crew, a cooking class, where you can meet people who don't need to tear you down to feel good. Real people don't feed off your pain. They share your joy. And when you find them, you'll see how much lighter life feels without a narcissist claws in your back. And here's the kicker. Don't let them back in, because they'll try. Oh, they'll come crawling back with fake tears, fake apologies, fake promises. "I've changed." They'll say, like you're dumb enough to fall for it. Don't. They'll never change. They'll just find new ways to bleed you dry. Let's break this down with an example. Say you've gone no contact with a narcissistic family member who's always guilt-tripped you into doing what they want. You've blocked their number, told your family you're done, and you're finally feeling free. Then they show up at your door, crying, saying, "I'm so sorry. I just want to make things right." It's a trap. They're not sorry. They're hungry. They miss the control, the supply, the power they had over you. Don't let them in. Don't even crack the door. Say, "I'm not ready to talk," and close it. They'll rage. They'll smear you to the family. They'll play the victim. "I try to fix things, but they're so cold." Let them. Their lies can't touch you anymore. You're done being their prey, aren't you? You're starting to feel that freedom now, aren't you? Let's wrap this up with the real truth. Outsmarting narcissists isn't just about winning a battle. It's about winning your life back. Every time you gray rock, every time you set a boundary, every time you walk away, you're taking back a piece of yourself they stole. You're not their mirror, their supply, their punching bag. You're you, and you're enough. They'll hate it. They love the you that shrinks, the you that breaks, the you they can control. But when you outsmart them, you become their worst nightmare. The one they can't touch, the one they can't break, the one who sees through their mask and laughs in their face. They'll rage, they'll smear, they'll try to pull you back down, but you're done. You're free now and they can't stand it. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna keep letting them feed off you, keep letting them win? Or are you gonna outsmart these snakes? Take your power back and make them choke on their own ego? You've been their prey for too long, haven't you? Done being the one who breaks. Done being the one who loses. Take these strategies, take this power, and let them see the you they can't control. Drop I'm done in the comments if you're ready to outsmart them, and hit that subscribe button. We're in this together. Want more raw truth? Check out our next video. Links in the description.